Okay, so in the first clip, I just showed how to find the determinant of order 2 square matrix. So now let's look at order 3 determinant. So determinant of order 3 square matrix. Again, we have to follow exact same procedure. There is nothing new. So first, let us write the formula. So sigma rho, now there is 3 because it's order 3, and corresponding epsilon values, and first row and their corresponding permutation values, and second element with their corresponding permutation value, and the third element with their corresponding permutation values. Okay. So now we already know the corresponding permutation set. So permutation set is, let me write the permutation sets again. So we know that order is 3, so there will be 3 permutations, which is 3, 2, 1, which is total number of 6 permutations. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, and 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So those are the permutation set. So each and every permutation it will produce corresponding epsilon values. So this will be epsilon rho 1, this will be epsilon rho 2, this will be epsilon rho 3, epsilon rho 4, epsilon rho 5, and epsilon rho 6. Those are the corresponding epsilon values for permutation values or permutation members. So now epsilon rho 1 will be, so there is a 1 2 3, so 1 1 2 3, so there is no any preceding element. So the preceding element count is 0. So this is a odd count. Therefore, this will be 1. And for row 2, so 1 3 2. So 3 is preceding 2, which means there is one preceding count. There is one preceding count. So it's odd count, which is -1. So likewise, for row 3, 2 1 3, so 2 precedes 1, and 2 precedes 1, and that's it. There is again uh, odd number of preceding count, so only 1, which means again -1. And if I consider row 5, sorry, row 4, so 2 3 1, so 3 precedes 1 and 2 precedes 1, so there is total 2 preceding counts. So this is a even count, so the sign will be 1. So for a row 6, row 5, 3 1 2, so 3 precedes 2, 3 precedes 1, so again there are 2 precedes count, so it is again even, then the sign will be 1. For row 6, 3 2 1, so 3 precedes 2, 2 precedes 1, and 3 precedes 1 as well, so total count will be 3. So 3 is even count, 3 is odd count, so it is -1. So that is how we generate these specific epsilon values. And remember, this count is nothing, it will be given the corresponding inversions. So if I take 1 2 3, there will be 0 inversions. If I take 1 1 3 2, there will be 1 inversion, then again 1 inversion, 2 inversion, likewise it will generate the inversion count. So for the fact, we just remember that as well, but we can mechanically generate this epsilon values as well. Okay, then you can write a formula. So rho epsilon 1, then a1, so it corresponding value is 1, then A2, the corresponding value is 2, then A3, the corresponding value will be 3. So likewise we can write other values as well. So 2 1, sorry, 1 1, A 2 3, A 3 2, and epsilon row 3, A1 2, A2 1, A3 1, plus row 4, so it will be A1 2, A2 3, A3 1, and epsilon row 5, A1 3, A2 1, A3 1, and epsilon row 6 will be A1 3, A2 2, A3 1. So we just assign the corresponding values. Okay, so now we can assign the epsilon values. So this will be 1, A1 1, A2 2, A3 3. This will be minus 1. So A2 1, A2 3, A2 2. Then this will be again minus 1, A1 2, A2 1, A3 1. Then this again A1 2, A2 3, A3 1. Again A1 3, A2 1, A3 1. And again minus 1, A1 3, A2 2, A3 1. Okay, so now we can further, okay, let's say we can, if we further simplify this. Okay, I have been done some mistake over here. This should be 1. Okay, 1 1 1 1. Okay, 1 2 2 1 3 1. This can be 2. Let me see. This is epsilon 3. This must be 1 2 2 1 and 3 3, because this is the epsilon 3 value, right? So this must be 3 3. So let's verify other ones as well. 1 2 2 3 3 1. Okay, 1 3 2 1 3, again 3 2, because this is 2, and 1 3 2 2 3 1. Okay, 1 1 2 2 3 3 1 1 1 2 3 2 2. Okay, so now it's correct. So let's first take A11 from these two segments. So A11, A22, A33, and minus A23, A22. Then let's take minus A12 from these two segments. So A12, A21, A33. So this will be again minus because this is the plus sign. So A23, A31. Now at the last one, let's take these two components. So let's take plus A13. So it will give 21, A32 minus A22, A31. Okay. So now I assume you can see the pattern. So there is a specific pattern. So let me draw order 3 a double suffix notated uh, matrix first, so you will see the pattern. So A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is the double suffix notated matrix. So now this A11 is this A11 and A22, A33, A22, A33 and A23, A22, A23. Okay, so this must be 3. Okay, A32. So we know this specific pattern. So this gives some kind of a order 2 determinant, right? We discussed that in first video. So that is this one. So this is some kind of a order 2 matrix, order 2 submatrix. And likewise, if I take let's say this one, so A12. Okay, so let me just choose another color. A12, so A12, then A21, so A21, 33, which is this 33, and 23 this one, and 31 this one. So this is again a row reduced kind of a form, because if I eliminate first row and second row, so if I eliminate first row and second row, these are the remaining rows. So I take the determinant of these two remaining rows by considering it as a one single order 2 matrix. So that is the pattern. And last one, let me choose another color, let's say blue. So 1 3 over here. So likewise 2 1 is there, then 3 2 is there, and 2 2 is here, and 3 1 is here. So if I reduce this first row and third column, it will reduce this matrix to these two submatrix. So we take the determinant of that matrix as well. So that is the specific pattern. Okay. So again back to this one. So A11. So I'll write it as in a determinant form. So A22, A33, then A32, A23, then A12. So I reduce this column and this row and this column. So it will remain this part and this part. There will be remain that part, those parts. So 3 1, A23, A33, and A13. So if I eliminate the first row and the third column, it will reduce this matrix to these two determinant. These are the two determinant. So A21, A31, A22, A32. Okay, so if you just apply the corresponding values for any given order 3 matrix to this function, it will generate the corresponding determinant value. So that is how we find the determinant of a order 3 square matrix.